The following program is rated TV MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
David Potter, that was the best intro I've ever had.
Only for you. Well, for everybody.
Like, hands down. Welcome to Skulls and Stillettos, presented by Fight Mixer TV. I'm your host, Janine Stella, and my amazing co-host, who I look up to in the fight game, Mr. David Potter.
What's going on? Happy to be here.
Happy to be shaking it up on a Wednesday evening, and hopefully our guests will join. If not, that's okay too. We can cut it up and talk shop and talk fight game all night long. So
yeah, apparently they were in BJJ from 6 to 8 p.m. So our other producers, Matt's squared are getting to join, so they'll join when they can. So
awesome. I'm super excited about that. And you are on your way to Las Vegas tomorrow before they join. So why don't you tell everyone what you'll be doing in Las Vegas?
Yeah, so UFC 285, the return of John Bones Jones. Jones will be fighting Cyril Gain in the main event for the heavyweight championship. Also, Valentina, one of my former coaches, Rich Van Houten, is actually going to be in his corner, in her corner for a big championship fight against Mexico's top MMA prospect. So that's going to be a great title fight. So I'll be there for the weigh-ins. I'll also be there for the press conference, working there, doing the thing, and I'll also be there for the event and interview. Oh, Brazil is here. What's up? How you doing, Brazil? Yeah. So essentially just doing the UFC thing, and it's always it's always a blast. This will be my third event with them, so I look forward to it.
So exciting. We're all super proud of you. You know that, right?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of work. The weekend trips to Vegas and leaving my job, my office, going to Vegas is always it's always a grind. It's always a pain in the ass. It's always fun catching the red eye home and going right into work on Monday, but it's worth it,
I wish I had that problem, David. I have to take the red eye and go to Las Vegas and hang out with like the coolest people ever, and then like get hammered and then go to bed, hop on a plane.
I don't know if there'd be any time to get hammered. I mean, I got press conferences and interviews to do on Thursday. Then Friday it's the weigh-ins. Hang out with my buddy Jake. Jake just got done hanging out with the fucking Wu-Tang Clan, so I hate him. Yeah, so he's hanging out with members of the Wu-Tang Clan, so I get to join that debacle that goes on. So I don't know if I'm going to survive. You know what I'm saying?
So wait, did you just say you're hanging out with the Wu-Tang Clan?
Well, Jake right now has been hanging out with the Wu-Tang Clan. So I don't know what because I'm going to be sort of bunking with him. I don't want to stay in any fighter hotel or any UFC hotel. So typically when I go to Vegas, I stay in with Jake. So he posted a picture today. He's like, "Oh, look at me hanging out with the Wu-Tang Clan." I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing with the Wu-Tang Clan?" So
how random is that? Like, how did that happen?
I have no idea, but it's going to make for a very, very interesting story when I see him. So I don't know what's going to go on. It's going to be a crazy weekend. I'm excited. So I'm excited for UFC 285. I'm excited to meet the fighters. Dana White's always a riot. So getting to talk to him, talk to the fighters, pretty much be hype man for the weekend. So I'm excited for it.
Take lots of pictures. Is anyone going to be videoing you or?
Mostly on B-roll, but
okay.
Yeah, I'll get plenty of pictures, footage, and all that fun stuff. So I'll be mostly on B-roll, and if I have a chance or opportunity, maybe flashes of me will pop up. But you can check it out on ESPN Plus and also MMAweekly.com. You can check it out also on UFC.com, UFC Fight Pass, YouTube, all that fun stuff. Illegal streaming? No, do not illegally stream the event. I'll kill you. But you can see glimpses of me and check out what I'm doing.
I don't know what you're talking about. I would never stream illegally a UFC pay-per-view. Like, I would never do that. I mean, I don't know who does that.
Yeah, I don't know who does that. But you can check me out on ESPN Plus, MMAweekly.com, UFC Fight Pass, YouTube, all that fun stuff, and Facebook Live. And yeah, it's gonna be a great weekend. It's gonna be a great weekend. I'm excited, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So
great weekend. I can't wait to see photos. It just reminds me, every time I hear Vegas, I just think of the movie The Hangover, and I just get so excited to see people's, camera roll on their phone. Like I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Memories last a lifetime.
Have you ever been to Vegas or?
I have. Actually, I went to Vegas only one time, and it was right when the pandemic, it was June of 2020. So 3 months after like the world shut down, it was my birthday. And Roy was like, I'm taking you to Vegas. It's your birthday. We're staying at the Bellagio. We're going to have a blast. It was a ghost town. Like,
really?
I had never been there. He's like, you don't understand. Vegas is never like this. I mean, we were walking on the strip and there was no one on the strip. Like, there were hotels that were completely shut down, that were not open. There was only select hotels that were open. And it was kind of bizarre for my first time going to Vegas, but we did the touristy stuff.
Doesn't even count.
I know. I mean, we got a Slurpee thing of alcohol and, walk down the strip, but there was no one on. It was bizarre. I mean, wow. Went to the Golden Nugget, saw some crazy cool things, played excessively at the craps table. I learned that I am obsessed with craps, and apparently craps and roulette. Sorry, roulette. Roulette was like craps was okay, but roulette was like my jam. And so God bless the Bellagio Hotel.
Did they have to swab you before you go on like every fucking table? Like, did they have to swab you before you're like, okay, spread your cheeks. All right, we're gonna see if you have COVID.
They had they had those stupid like plexiglass things up, and then you had to wear a mask at the table. But other than that, I mean, have you ever just sat at a table and watch how people gamble? Like crazy amounts of money, like $5,000 a hand on a roulette table.
Yeah. I'm half Jewish, so the half of me doesn't like gambling. So, I'll tell people like who they should bet on, and I'll give my predictions, but I certainly won't fucking bet money. The last time I bet money was probably Floyd Mayweather fighting Pacquiao, and I bet money on Mayweather. So that's the last time I actually bet money. But besides that, no way.
I want to see a bunch of fighters at a roulette table.
Yeah.
Like after they've like fought on a UFC fight, and they're all bloody and stitched up, but we're all sitting there and just, I don't know. It sounds like it would be a fun photograph to me.
Right. The worst thing about doing the UFC thing is like, I'll give you an example. So Madison Square Garden after the event, they're like, no, you gotta work the post-fight show. I'm like, okay, whatever. But we were also invited because I got my cousin into what's the name of that guy? Oh man. Shit. I just had a brain fart, but
Jimmy Fallon or
no. It was holy shit. I'm having a complete brain fart. Stylebender.
Got it. Okay.
So his camp, we got into his after party. We got tickets to the after party, all that fun stuff. Fucking awesome. So I'm like, great. So after this, after I do Madison Square Garden, bam, we're gonna go right to the after party and all that fun stuff. And no, you gotta work the post-fight show. They didn't tell me that I would be working until 4 a.m. and that's when the club's closed. So I was there. I got to the after party 15 minutes before the club closed. Outside the club, I see Dylan Dennis. Dylan Dennis, I don't know if anybody knows, but Dylan Dennis is the most beloved figure in all of MMA history. Just kidding. He's probably the most disliked person. I happen to like him. He went to he used to go to my old gym in Hoboken Jiu-Jitsu. I think he's a great fucking guy. So I ran to him like, hey, Dylan, what's going on, man? How you doing? Like, we talked for a little bit. Right when the club was closing, he ended up getting into a fight with one of Stylebender's teammates, Israel. Israel on the side. I can't believe I had a brain fart. So that's why I was talking to him outside of the club. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wait for my cousin, and he gets the VIP and superstar experience, but obviously I'm not going to fucking make it, and I'm not going to go to a club for 15 minutes. So, yeah, you know, it was it's rough for the media folk, and it's rough for the fighters. Bam, you get the fight, boom, you go right to you do your press duties, and then bam, you go right to the club. But for me, I had to stay until like 4 a.m. So
what fun is that?
that fucking sucked, but nevertheless, butt dialed you earlier, buddy. How you two legends this fine evening? Doing good, brother. How are you?
How are you doing? So excited to have this interaction. I'm loving this. And I am loving that BKFC on March 17th is literally walking distance from my house.
How hard is your woman boner right now at that?
I mean, I can't even, I don't even know. I have no words.
Love you too.
No words. Down the street.
Jesus Christ.
Like I could take a golf cart there or walk. I mean, that's how close.
That's crazy. What's the date for that? Is that's sometime in March, right?
March 17th, which is a Friday, March 17th.
Oh, right on. Okay.
So I'm trying to get us some press passes. I went to the website, tried to get some, tried to talk to some of the people I know that are helping partner with Mr. Feldman to see if I can do that. I think Matt Seibel's driving down from Orlando. He's like, can I crash on your couch? I'm like, absolutely, you can crash on my couch.
That fuck face. Yeah, that fuck face. They got like VIP fucking superstar treatment when they went to Knuckle Mania.
I know. What's up with that? I want like superstar treatment, but the whole blood splatter, like in the front row, I don't know if I'm down with that. I mean, I'd have to wear red.
We got hit with sweat. I mean, it was pretty fun when we went to Knuckle Mania 1. Fuck yeah.
I mean, I would wear like a raincoat or something. Front row, like a slicker, straight up.
You live in Orlando. I think someone's trying to hit on you. You live in Orlando. Yeah, I think Janine. Do you live in Miami?
No, I live in Delray Beach.
Oh, Delray Beach. Denver. Oh shit. Banger of a card. Holy. They just announced, and so Luke Rockhold is going to be fighting Mike Perry on a BKFC card, which is fucking wild that they signed Luke Rockhold, but he's going to be fighting Mike Perry, and of course our girl Christine Ferrer. She's going to be defending the World Championship against Beck Rawlings, and also Chad Mendez. He's going to be back, baby. I'm excited. I'm hyped.
That's going to be good. No, that's going to be good. I do love Mike Perry. I think that's going to be fun. You need to take a vampire with you. Besides, you won't have to worry about any blood making it to you. All right. I mean, it would be a great photo. I just would love that like blood splattered look. I think that would be, a great profile picture.
I've had weird shit happen, especially as a commentator. So I'll give you one story. I'll post a video at a later time, but I was doing color commentating for an MMA show. Bam, this guy's mouthpiece. He gets kicked right in the fucking mouth. Mouthpiece goes flying. Boom, catch it. And then the referee's like, mouthpiece. I'm like, ref, fucker, ref. Ref looks over at me. I'm like, here you go, buddy. And I didn't hit the cough button. So commentators will have a cough button, especially when the production goes to like a commercial break or when they're airing commercials or anything like that. I didn't hit my cough button. So you hear me on commentating, hey, fuckface, ref, fucker, nerd, fucking look over here, buddy. Mouthpiece right here. Hand the mouthpiece. Crowd starts cheering. I start going like this. And the producer in my ear goes, they heard you. It went to the birds. And I'm like, oh, fuck. They heard me just fucking tormenting this ref. Oh, man. Panty dropper. So besides blood coming on you and sweat and mouthpieces going flying. This is a part of the game, baby. Welcome to the experience.
That is epic, David Potter. I would have given anything to hear that. I think I mean, how do you top that?
I'll post a video, I promise. Eddie Alvarez versus Chad Mendes. Oh, shit. I'm surprised Eddie Alvarez got out of his contract with one to come over to BKFC. That's fascinating. That's a really good talking point.
And then a lot of people are going to PFL, because PFL's got that $1 million payout.
Yeah. Santos just went to PFL. He got signed. He was a big name in the UFC, fought against John Jones. And Jake Paul is actually going to be fighting PFL, which I think he had an exit strategy just in case he lost to Tommy Fury. That's my prediction. I don't think the fight was scripted or staged. I love that Mike Perry was trolling everybody and posted the entire script. Yeah, but I think this was. I think Jake Paul saw the writing on the wall. He said, "Well, I gotta have a backup plan. Just hypothetically, I do lose to a real boxer," and he lost. And I think I don't see the rematch happening for a very long time. I see him making that transition to PFL, which he's going to be a co-promoter. He's going to be a part of the super fight. So they're going to give him a layup fight. They're going to do easy with him, just like they did with Carissa Shields, and give him a layup. And a lot of people are going to PFL. PFL is lighting the world on fire right now.
It's the payouts, right? It's definitely the payouts.
Yeah.
Justin, let's see. Bung Down with the Legend, just Jason Bishop. Very cool. Yeah. I mean, for shizzle. I honestly, everyone, I mean, I don't want to say everyone because I'll get people lining up at my door, but you and Seibel are more than welcome to come and crash on the couch and go to BKFC with me.
Hell yeah.
Down the street.
I'm down. Down the Clarence Drive ground.
I mean, I think we'd have a good time, and it would be a great opportunity to get some interviews, take some photos, and see some blood. I really, when you just want to see it, when you're just hyped up and you're like, damn it, I need to feel it. I need to feel it splash.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing.
Well, I fall in the cage and I fall in the ring. So it always sucks to be in there, being the bloody one, or getting blood from another person on you. And I remember the bloodiest someone got and bled all over fucking me. It looked like someone removed a tampon and it was someone's time of the month. But we both went for a takedown at the same time. The rule of thumb for any of that happening is when heads collide, only one person gets cut. This guy got a cut right down from our heads colliding, both going for a takedown at the same time. Bled fucking all over me. So I completed the takedown, was bleeding all over me. I was like, holy shit. I was like, oh my God, this sucks. This is fucking terrible. I was 19, 20, and I was like, this is the first time. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? And I get weirded out, from someone else's blood. I don't care if someone pricks me or someone takes blood. I'm like,
yeah, but someone else's blood, you're like, what the hell? That's just, yeah.
No worries, but I'm 19, 20. I'm like, oh my God, AIDS all over. Holy shit. Yeah. I'm going to fucking die. And obviously everyone gets blood tests and everything before they fight. But, my 19, 20-year-old self was like, oh my God, this fucking sucks.
For sure.
This is horrible.
Let's see. My boy.
It reminds me of prom weekend. Oh my God.
Wow. That's cool. Look at this.
My boy Taylor won the first middleweight PFL $1 million tourney and retired like a boss, and now coaches. Wow.
Bilal Muhammad. That's so cool.
That's radical. Yeah, I was at the first PFL. Shot a message to her, and at the MMA Awards, people saw me hanging out with Ray Sefo, and there's a very good reason for that, because when I was dying to get my foot in the door, this was 2017, this is when PFL went to Madison Square Garden, and I'm like, hey, Ray Sefo, you think I can interview some fighters? I can do the whole media thing? He's like, I got you, brother. Boom, sent me the right contacts. Boom, got me right in there. I was doing the open workouts, weigh-ins, interviewing, working alongside NBC. Fucking radical. So that, big shout out to Ray Sefo. But from PFL 1 all the way on, I knew that they had something. And even though, I'm doing the UFC thing, I could still, watch and, salute the competition and everything like that. I love PFL. I've always have. And they have a great product. And so does Bellator. And so does BKFC. And fucking BKB, BYB. I love combat. Power Slap. Everyone makes fun of me on the internet. And they're like, oh, you fucking suck. Oh, who cares? And I'm like, dude, I like Power Slap too. I like all combat sports,
So Power Slap, I had never watched it until last week.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just a funny meme. Like I didn't actually think it was real. Like legit.
Right.
Are you in Denver? Hi, Jules.
What's up, Jules? No, we're not in Denver. I'm not in Denver. I'm going to Las Vegas and seeing your girl on Friday or Saturday, whenever you guys land. But yeah. You know what? I think, and I have this argument all the time. You could play every sport with one ball, but combat sports take 2 balls. So I like all combat sports. I think Power Slap, there is a sport element to it. I think people don't give it the credit it deserves because everyone's scared of the unfamiliar and haters are just confused fans. They don't know what to make of it. The same thing happened with MMA when it first released.
I really liked it though. On that point, I kind of really liked it. There's an art to that. There's an art to where you're actually hitting someone, where you're just like, you're out. I mean, you're freaking out. I mean, that takes talent. That's not easy to do.
Yeah. Frank reached out to me, a recruit for Power Slap. Fuck yeah, Jules. Well done. Well played, man. I'm a big fan of Power Slap. I defend it everywhere I go. I'm a start, and once again, I've been an MMA fan my entire existence. Justin doesn't love Power Slap.
Justin, do the Power Slap, Justin. I got no words.
I loved MMA my entire life, and I even loved it when it was not popular. I loved it when, nobody was fucking watching. And besides me, I was the only one wearing the Tap Out t-shirts. I had to buy fucking Tap Out t-shirts on inyourface.com because inyourface.com was just as poor as I am and couldn't even afford to buy tapout.com. That's how bad MMA, the business, was and how it's struggling. I'm supporting and giving Power Slap a chance, just like nobody gave MMA a chance until it was cool to give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? Give it some time. It's like NyQuil. Give it some time. It works every time.
So where's the next Power Slap? Is it always in Vegas for right now?
Yeah, it's stationed at the Apex. Beautiful facility. I love the fucking Apex. That's where I met Dana White. Had a good conversation with him. But Power Slap always takes place at the Apex Center. The finale is going to be on a app. I'm not really too sure what app it is. I'm having a brain fog right now. But the finale is going to go down. I'm excited for it. I like Power Slap. I think it's a great sport. I think it is a combat sport. I think give it some time, it'll catch on just like MMA did. And people,
me too. I think it'll be traveling. What do you think? I think in the next few years, it'll come to an arena near you. Possibly.
Yeah, and the same fucking critics. I'm like, okay, you hate Power Slap. I'm looking on your timeline. How many times have you shared knockouts from boxing, MMA? Oh, viciously and brutally knocked out. Check out this clip. Okay, great. It's the same fucking concept, bro. Don't say, "Oh, this is inhumane and this should be illegal." Bro, you were sharing knockouts of Mike Tyson literally fucking killing somebody and knocking someone flat out unconscious and did not wake up. And by the way, boxing, John, it's that syndrome of, stepping on the moral horse and moral high horse. John McCain was the same way. John McCain, who got MMA, and God bless his soul, great politician. But John McCain was trying to get MMA completely illegal throughout the United States.
That's right.
But he's like, hitting people on the ground is un-American, which he didn't speak very much about Rodney King when that happened, but we'll go into that later. But nevertheless, trust me on this. This is a good point. Okay, so the hypocrisy, it goes back to John McCain. When John McCain was trying to get MMA removed fucking everywhere. Getting it removed everywhere, which he did, and he succeeded. He's like, hitting people on the ground is in America. Then he goes to a boxing fight in 1996, and a boxer dies in the ring in front of him, and he says it's not the same thing. What the fuck? It's the same hypocrisy. Everyone likes something. They don't like something until it's built and it's cool to like something.
Look at Bare Knuckle. When Bare Knuckle first came out, it was like a taboo. Now it's sweeping the world. It's the fastest growing sport in America.
Exactly. Let's go to the comments, shall we? I've been an MMA fan longer than David.
Justin.
Fair point. Fair play to you, sir. I like it. I like it when it's a power
nap. Fuck yeah. I like a power nap too.
No, you're a beast, Jules. Get out of here. You're a beast.
I know, Jules. I haven't talked to you in forever.
That's the one thing I'm looking forward to. Hanging out with Christine Ferrer and working UFC. Those are my That's my bucket list for the
So
weekend.
you get to see both Christine and Jules?
Yeah, panty dropper. I'm fucking excited about it.
I am so jealous. Not fair.
Hype to the tits. I can't wait to see my pal. Favorite show right now? MacGyver has sex with my wife sometimes.
MacGyver. Justin just put MacGyver has sex with my wife sometimes.
Out fucking standing. I like it when it's a power nap. Oh, that's funny. Fuck McCain.
Fuck
Bro,
McCain.
Get the fuck out of here. Before John McDick died, he was a big fan, though. Yes, it's very true. He actually endorsed MMA when he was on the campaign trail, too.
John McDick.
That's great. Only when you're on the projection set with Tampa, Justin Sims.
Oh, so
David would easily KO me, and in boxing, if I beat the 10 count, then David would KO me again. Boxing is way more dangerous. Yep, I have to. Well, no. Well, yeah, for the most part with boxing, because the biggest problem with boxing is you get that standing 8 count, and then you get that brain rattle. What knocks you unconscious is blood. When you get hit and it connects on the fucking button, blood's leaking to the surface of your brain and then leaking back down. That's what knocks you out and makes you go, oh shit, like where am I? And then you get a standing 8 count, you stand back up, referee dusts your gloves, walk forward, you say, okay, I'm cognizant, and then you get knocked down again, and the same fucking problem happens. So
have you been knocked out?
Wait, what?
Have you been knocked out?
Oh no. I've been rocked, but in MMA, because if I'm getting rattled and I'm getting my shit rocked, I just shoot for a double leg takedown, baby. And guess what? I get you to the deck and I get the rest and I hug on, fucking holding you like you're my fucking wife and hoping I recover. And then I normally do, So my first instinct is shooting for a double. Can't shoot for a double in BKFC or boxing, which is why I don't have the balls to do it.
I've never been hit. I mean, at least you stepped up. At least you were in the ring. I've never even. I don't remember the last time I was slapped. Okay, I mean, with my mouth, I probably should be slapped, but I've never been punched before. So maybe I'll get in the ring at least once in my life. I mean, I'm 40, so I might as well do it once, right?
Yeah. I mean, I did boxing and fucking Bergen County and qualified for Golden Gloves, which I got past the
wow.
When I was 16 or 17, okay, let's put things in proper perspective. Qualified for New Jersey Golden Gloves, but I was also beating talent and beating people who their parents signed them up and they didn't really want to be there. And then you go to Golden Gloves and then you get your shit rocked. And my dad managed my expectations. He's like, you're a fucking wrestler. You're not a boxer. Don't fucking do this. You're going to get fucking killed. And I'm like, that makes sense. Perfect. I'm going to stick to wrestling. So
I would do any of it at this point. I mean, life's short. What are you going to do? Wait, when David's arms are crossed, it looks like the neighbor at Home Improvement.
Well played, sir. Thank you.
You know what I love about Justin? I took that picture.
Shit.
His profile picture, I took that picture at a fight. I love that picture.
Fuck yeah.
I know. Very, very. Oh my God.
Who is Taylor? Just confirmed he'll be joining me on my show this season. Just got to iron out the generals, which he means probably details, and he does mean that's pretty fucking cool, man. That's pretty cool.
I'm digging it. So our guests are they coming on?
It's late. Which is okay. I don't mind shooting the shit with you. Yeah,
I don't mind either. I just want to give them the opportunity if they wanted to hop on to, hop on.
Matt asked if I had a chance to dive into any of the accusations about Eric. Eric who, Matt? Accusations about... No, I have not. I don't know who you're talking about. Weird. Yeah, no, I have no idea who you're talking about, Matt. Thanks, but no idea. Don't worry, I stay in my lane,
Can we all get the crew together for BKFC March 17th? Can everyone come into town?
That's the move. I think that's the move. I think we gotta do it. If you
last two people on earth, if you two are last.
I'll fuck you too, Justin. Just saying. And we're not gay or anything, just the occasional butt fuck. What's the problem with that? Me and Justin.
Justin, I already know you're disturbed, but you truly are one of my best friends in the whole world. And I just have nothing but love for you because no one makes me laugh harder.
I love
Truly.
that guy. One of the best directors, and his work for he works for dude. I'm completely off tonight, but
Titan, UFC Fight Pass.
Yep, UFC Fight Pass. Yeah, one of the
We're
best
gonna,
directors.
yeah, he's the best. Justin's the best. I love him. I love him. That's
Oh.
why I do David, not you. I don't want to do you, Justin. I've known you for 30 years.
Yeah, you guys go way back, and that's
Oh my God. It's like past brother. It's like it's like sibling. It's no.
That's your day one. That's your
Yeah, like
brother.
Justin's my yeah.
This is my heterosexual life mate.
So
First, motherfucker, back off. Mofo.
yeah, my hubby wants to. Him and Justin have this love affair.
That fucking guy. MacGruber, what's up, baby? Named after one of my favorite movies, MacGruber. Great movie.
Oh my God.
That's great. Yeah.
All right. Well, this was fun. I think maybe we should, do a redo and have them come on because I'd really love to interview them.
Yeah, I think it was kind of like a switcheroo. Like it was supposed to happen on Sunday. Things had to get rescheduled. I had a passing in the family, so I was not able to help out with that one. And
let's talk about that. I know you wanted to say some kind words.
Yeah. And I'll end the show on that. So my cousin, my uncle and aunt's daughter passed away in December. It was just unexpected. My uncle, his health has been on and off for quite some time, and my cousin passed away in December when he was in the hospital, and then finally a week ago he passed away. It's I can't thank everybody enough for, and I just keep going. I kind of, I have my time, my private time to be sad and everything like that, but I'm always on. I haven't taken off from work. I haven't skipped a beat. I remain positive. Attitude determines your latitude when you're going through some shit. And that goes to my point of the story, because I want to bring up something. You like philosophical stories and some inspirational words of wisdom, so I figured I'd drop it. But it's been, my family's been through a fucking lot. December, January, February, especially my aunt. My aunt just lost the love of her life, and also her daughter, which it hasn't been easy, but I want to thank everybody for obviously their kind words, and I want to pop in just to say how much I appreciate how people have been so fucking awesome towards my family and their kind words, and say, I'll give your condolences. Strangers, people I've never even talked to, the MMA community, and I'm always the hype man for the MMA community and the fight community and bare knuckle community, but for people to reach out to say, hey, give your condolences to your aunt, your family, and your mom, and I'm getting choked up just talking about it, but it's more than appreciated, and want to thank everybody for their kind words. And I actually wanted to drop a funny story, and the reason why my uncle was the funniest fucking guy on the planet, and I actually had a picture I wanted to show. My aunt just posted it, and I thought it was the funniest shit ever. So to me, my uncle was the coolest fucking guy in the room.
Wow. Look at that.
Tattoos, hanging out with his pregnant wife, my aunt,
with a cigarette.
With a fucking cigarette in his mouth. Yeah, I did that. Look at me, I'm a legend.
That. That's freaking awesome. That photo is epic.
No matter what life, whatever cards my uncle was thrown, he always handled it with stride. My family, we're big on getting knocked down, we get up again, we keep walking forward, we keep pressing forward, we don't lose a step, we keep the same level of enthusiasm. I'll give you an example about that. So my uncle was funny as shit. He would always, whenever I come into a room, he'd be like, kiss the ring, I'm the fucking Godfather. Kiss the ring, pay your respects, kid. And he was just fucking the coolest shit, man. Always had that button undone. I do it to this day, and I rock it to this day, just in tribute to him. And my uncles were my Uncle George, who's still alive, and my Uncle Glenn, coolest guys ever. So even watching TV, you'd be like, you see that girl? Does it make a little thing go up? And I was like, 3 or 4 years old. My mom's like,
oh my gosh.
what? Don't fucking say that. Like, so, my grandpa passed away in 1994, and the big game I wanted was Donkey Kong Country. Obviously losing my grandfather, which is my uncle's dad, my mom's dad. World War II veteran, 5th Armored Division, got medals. He passed away way early. It was the third hardest day in my Uncle Glenn's life I can imagine. It pretty much tied for number 3. I could tell like it hit him hard even as a kid. But the game I wanted was Donkey Kong Country, and my mom was not going to get it from me. It was too expensive. We grew up pretty humbly grew up, and that the day after the ceremony, I remember going to my grandma's, and even on one of the hardest days of his life, him and my Aunt Patty got me that fucking game. So, and was so concerned about what was going on with my little world, and he still got me that video game, and I wanted it so fucking bad. So even on his hardest day, he was still he still was so positive and still like gave a shit about what I wanted, And also when my grandma, his mother, passed away 20 years later to the day, 20 years later, I go into the ceremony. He's like, you see what's going on with the NFL? Because this is when all the protests and everything was happening. He's like, the NFL is for pussies, right? And like, I'm like, I'm glad. Read the room, baby. We're celebrating your mom's life, my grandma's life. Come on, man, read the room. And he's bullshitting, like we're talking, doesn't lose a step. I know it's hard, but doesn't lose a step. And then 3 weeks before this very day, I was at my cousin, his daughter's memorial service, and my mom comes up to me and says, "Your Uncle Glenn wants to talk to you." And he looks so good, and he turns it right on. You can tell, like looking from the side view and looking at the table, like he's upset. As soon as I come by, he has a smile. He's like, "They just opened up a wrestling school by my house." I'm like, "Hey, Godfather, let me kiss the ring. Come on, how you doing? Like, you want to eat a ball of gabagoo?" Like I do, like my Italian accent they used to buzz my balls with, and yeah, he turned it on, and we're talking about wrestling schools and stuff that's going on, like fighting and everything like that, on the hardest day of his life, which is his daughter's memorial service. He's still so engaged with everybody in the room, and he's asking me what's going on in my little world, and it goes to show, you gotta keep pressing forward, like you gotta live for the people that aren't here, and it's hard. It sucks. You go through things in life, and it blows, but it's a part of life. And as long as you're here, you're gonna take the good with the bad with the same level of enthusiasm. And you put on your brave face, and you go forward, and you be strong for the people that are around you. And you gotta figure, man. You gotta put and cram. Life is short. You gotta cram as much fucking good shit into this one small box of life as much as possible. And you got a short window of opportunity to do it. And if I can convey a message of wisdom, and on behalf of my uncle, and I never got to say goodbye to him. All I said was, "I love you." And he said, "I love you too." And us men, like with my grandpa, like he didn't want me to see him in his weakened state. My dad, same way. My uncle, same way. Like, so I just want to thank people and my Aunt Patty is my biggest concern. And so is my family, because obviously it's the love of my Aunt Patty's life. But, I just wanted to thank everybody for, their messages and, reaching out and being so cool. And
we'll say some prayers for her and you and your family.
Yeah. So I just wanted to convey a message of thanks. And also, after today and after, I'm terrible with expressing my emotions and terrible with talking. And, I always brave face it, and I always bury any type of hurt or any type of shit that I have, but keep my feelings to myself. But if I can convey one message, you gotta do as much good shit for people, for yourself, for your family, for everything. And you got a small window of opportunity to do it. So I convey to brave face it, go forward, no matter what you're fucking dealing with, because a lot of people aren't here and they can't do the same. And my uncle crammed a lot of good shit into this one life. He was a union worker. He always made sure my aunt was taken care of. He had a beautiful daughter, which is my cousin, that he's now joined with in heaven. And he crammed as much good shit into a small window of opportunity as possible. So if you're going through some shit at home, whatever you're doing, just, brave face it, go for it. And, I believe in you. You got people that love you, that believe in you, and you got to take the good with the bad with the same level of enthusiasm and positivity. So
I needed that today, David Potter. I thank you so much for sharing that. You know how I am about the inside of the person with skulls and stilettos. I make everyone cry. I don't know how I do it, but I make myself cry. But no, I think everyone needed to hear that, and love fiercely, love your family and people that are close to you. You really just don't know, life is short. Life it really, really is short. Pick up the phone, call them, love them, support them, everything you can. That's all we can do in life.
Exactly. And I just want to thank everybody and thank you and thank you for letting me pop on and cry in your fucking show. And also, thank everybody personally and thank the Fight Mixer gang and, thank the communities and also just add that little seed of positivity. I'm going to be positive. My aunt right now is going through the worst experience of her life, but she brave faces it every day. You could just tell how strong that woman is. And, on behalf of my aunt, who's a lot stronger person than a lot of people, she's brave facing it. So, no matter what you're going through, you can still brave face it, go through it and go forward. And sometimes the best thing, the best way to get over something is going right through it. So if you're going through something, go right fucking through it and, stay strong. You got people that love you. So.
I love that, David. Thank you so much. And if you like this, please share it. Please like us. Please give us a review. We like to hear your comments and we're the best. So we already know that, but we'd like to hear your comments anyway.
Call me a pussy. I cried on your show. So.
I have I don't know what it is about me. I'm like Oprah. I get everyone to cry. I don't know what it is. I don't get it. I love that about me. I think. Is that a good thing? I don't know. But
you're a good talker. Talent. Right there.
On that note, I will pray for you, pray for your family. So blessed to have you in my life and in the fight community. We are all so blessed to know you, David. And
I appreciate it.
Your aunt's lucky to have you. So
okay.
Till next time, we'll see ya. We'll shoot the shit and see who's on next. So have a good evening, guys.
Peace.
Having a hard time going back to the gym after working out at home? Well, now you don't have to with the X-Bar. The X-Bar from X-Bar Fitness is an incredible gym alternative that gives you the same intense workout you get at a full gym with hundreds of machines. One X-Bar alone provides the same workout as a cable machine, bench press, dumbbell set, free weights, leg press, barbell set, and all these other machines. Stop wasting time debating whether or not you should go to the gym. Order the X-Bar to get a quality workout in the comfort of your own home.